Home renovation for flipping houses can be a complex process, and it is essential to understand the proper order of operations to avoid costly mistakes and ensure a successful outcome. Many individuals with limited experience in home renovations are attempting to flip houses, often inspired by the perceived profitability showcased on television shows. However, this trend frequently leads to issues due to a lack of knowledge about the optimal sequence of renovation tasks. One common mistake is refinishing hardwood floors before completing other major renovations, such as demolition, painting, and kitchen or bathroom upgrades. This can result in unnecessary damage to the newly refinished floors, requiring additional repairs or even complete replacement. To avoid such problems, it is crucial to follow a logical and efficient renovation sequence. The ideal order of renovation tasks typically involves the following steps. Firstly, demolition of any non-essential walls, fixtures, or other elements that need to be removed should be performed. This step is important to create a clean slate for the subsequent renovations and to avoid damaging any new materials that have already been installed. Secondly, electrical and plumbing upgrades should be addressed. This may involve replacing old wiring, installing new outlets or fixtures, and upgrading plumbing lines or fixtures. It is crucial to address these upgrades early in the process, as they can be disruptive and may require opening up walls or floors. Thirdly, insulation and drywall installations should be completed. This step is essential for improving the energy efficiency of the home and creating a smooth surface for painting and other finishes. Installing insulation and drywall before other tasks helps to minimize dust and debris during the later stages of the renovation. Fourthly, painting should be done. Painting is typically one of the latest steps in the renovation process, as it can be easily damaged or dirtied by other tasks. It is important to apply primer and multiple coats of paint to ensure a durable and professional finish. Fifthly, kitchen and bathroom renovations should be tackled. These renovations often involve significant changes to the layout and functionality of these spaces, including replacing cabinets, countertops, appliances, and fixtures. It is best to complete these renovations after the major structural and mechanical upgrades have been addressed. Sixthly, flooring should be installed. Flooring is typically one of the last major tasks in the renovation process, as it is susceptible to damage from other activities. It is important to choose durable and easy to maintain flooring materials that are appropriate for the specific space. Seventhly, trim and finish work should be completed. This includes installing baseboards, door casings, window trim, and other decorative elements that add the finishing touches to the renovation. It is also important to address any minor repairs or touch-ups at this stage to ensure a polished and professional appearance. By following this sequence, contractors can minimize damage to newly installed materials and ensure a more efficient and professional-looking renovation. It is also important to note that this is just a general guideline, and the specific order of tasks may need to be adjusted depending on the scope and complexity of the renovation project. For example, if the project involves significant structural changes, it may be necessary to complete those changes before any other work is done. Similarly, if the project involves extensive landscaping or exterior work, it may be best to complete those tasks before starting any interior renovations. It is also important to consider the impact of the renovation on the occupants of the home. If the home is occupied during the renovation, it may be necessary to phase the work in order to minimize disruption and inconvenience. This may involve completing one room or area at a time, or scheduling work during certain hours of the day. In addition to following a proper renovation sequence, it is also important to use high-quality materials and hire experienced contractors. Using cheap or inferior materials can lead to problems down the road, such as leaks, cracks, or other failures. Hiring inexperienced contractors can also result in poor workmanship and costly mistakes. It is always best to invest in quality materials and experienced contractors to ensure a successful and long-lasting renovation. Finally, it is important to obtain all necessary permits and inspections before starting any renovation work. Building permits are required for most major renovations, and they are designed to ensure that the work is done safely and in accordance with local building codes. Failing to obtain the necessary permits can result in fines, delays, and even legal action. In conclusion, home renovation for flipping houses requires careful planning, attention to detail, and a thorough understanding of the proper order of operations. By following a logical and efficient renovation sequence, using high-quality materials, hiring experienced contractors, and obtaining all necessary permits, individuals can increase their chances of success and avoid costly mistakes. It is essential to prioritize demolition, electrical and plumbing upgrades, insulation, and painting before moving on to kitchen and bathroom renovations, flooring, and trim work. This approach will minimize damage, maximize efficiency, and result in a professional-looking renovation that will appeal to potential buyers.